Yeah, the crack budget is...
It's a big part.
It's overly generous.
He's restocking in South Africa.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, great crack in South Africa.
Great crack in South Africa.
Yeah, but I think he should be more fiscally responsible with the crack budget. But that's just me, Mr. Old-Fashioned. Oh. It's always fun when you can see something take place in real time.
Yeah.
President Trump was, I guess, confronted by a reporter with information that Hunter Biden was in South Africa with a huge security detail. Here's the setup, and then we're going to have the prestige.
Mr. President, sir, there were 18 Secret Service agents protecting Hunter Biden in South Africa this weekend. Who's paying for that? Would you plan to revoke the Secret Service protection?
Well, we have done that with many. I would say if there are 18 with Hunter Biden, that will be something I'll look at this afternoon. Okay? Sir? I just heard about it for the first time. So you have 18 Secret Service going. Where is he exactly?
In South Africa.
In South Africa. And South Africa, you know, is on a watch list. You know that. Because what they're doing to people is brutal. And I've stopped having money go to South Africa. You know that. Billions of dollars. So he's in South Africa. That's very interesting. All right, I'm going to take a look at that. Thank you very much.
So it ended with, that's very interesting. All right, I'll take a look at that. Within hours, this happened.
We've now learned that President Trump has ordered the Secret Service to end its protection for former President Biden's children, Hunter and Ashley Biden.
I'll look into that. And then he walked away and said, cancel it.
Take a measured approach.
And by the way, this information was first broken by Laura Loomer over the weekend. And, you know, love her, hate her, she's done some pretty incredible work and broken some big stories lately.
Yeah.
18 Secret Service members. And even though he's bankrupt, a $500 a night villa. I'm in the French accent. It's a villa.
Hey. Oh, there's no excuse.
Try the KY. It's delightful. No.
Double your pleasure.
18 Secret Service members, a $500 a night villa, 6 weeks or to 3-month trip, depending, I guess, on how long he stays. And this was in coordination with the U.S. Embassy, by the way, in Pretoria. So let me give you some background information, then we'll get to some of the claims here. This is one of those stories, it's outrage porn for the left. Okay, this is not unprecedented. This is normal. There's been kind of some exceptions made or exemptions for the Biden crime family.
Syndicate.
Yeah, effectively. This is a guy who is basically skipping out on the law without technically skipping out on the law. So last week, California judge granted Hunter Biden's motion to dismiss his own lawsuit against a Trump staffer, a guy named Garrett Ziegler. So Hunter Biden filed the suit and then said, I don't want to do it. I want to dismiss it.
I'm too broke is his excuse.
That's what he said.
I got to pay for this villa.
Lawsuit.
Yeah. He said he's too broke, $500 a night for a villa for 3 months ain't going to pay itself. Yeah, the crack budget is...
It's a big part.
It's overly generous.
He's restocking in South Africa.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, great crack in South Africa.
Great crack in South Africa.
Yeah, but I think he should be more fiscally responsible with the crack budget. But that's just me, Mr. Old-Fashioned.
Oh.
So...
You haven't done crack.
Especially South African crack. You think it's a diamond, and then...
My perfect crack. You're going to love the crack from South Africa. You're an asshole. The best crack comes from apartheid.
You gotta go through the minor slaves and find it in their toes.
Jeez. You ever tried smoking a blood diamond? Fantastic. So Biden had his own suit dismissed, fled to South Africa before the case was even dismissed. And again, the person who he was suing, Ziegler, is now seeking $200,000 in legal costs. So as this has all been taking place, you have Hunter Biden running to a country for a $500 a night villa that he supposedly can't afford, and 18 Secret Service agents, which brings us to some of the claims that you are seeing. And this is how they build up President Trump and you and Elon to be Hitler. If you believe this is some type of atypical act of cruelty, well, then you'll believe that the Republican Party, that conservatives are cruel people. Here's the claim that you're hearing, and the outrage, is that Trump is trying to get Hunter killed. That's what they're saying, everyone.
He didn't exile him to South Africa.
He didn't give him more crack.
Right. Well, here's the truth. I mean, only former president's children under the age of 16 are supposed to get a Secret Service detail. This is not new. This is not completely unprecedented. Donald Trump may be ending it 3 months earlier than usual because there's a 6-month transition. But I think, crack and single-handedly being part of the scandal that stole an election from the American people. I think you take the 3 months. It's a haircut at that point. You kind of have it coming. And if you look at more of the claims coming from the left, well, it brings us to another installment of Reddit cards. All right.
That's catchy.
Billy, you can have the soundboard ready again.
Yep.
This is from a Reddit commenter. It says, to avoid waste and fraud, I hope next president does the same for Trump's family and associates.
Mentally retarded.
Here's the truth, they all do. That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I hope that they do the same thing.
Yeah. I hope the next president does exactly what every single president has done according to the law. Me too.
They did the same thing for Trump in his first administration, except for Barron, he was under 16.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the references, links in the description. Like nothing up my sleeve. You can go. That comes from the Secret Service website in case you think it's biased. Here's another comment that was made on Reddit regarding Donald Trump. He's such a mean-spirited, evil piece of shit that has nothing but hatred and venom in his head 24/7, 365. No exceptions, huh? He'd pull protection for Obama, Biden, and Clinton, too, if he could. That's who he is, a mean-spirited, narcissistic sociopath, grifting bully.
Have you seen my wiener?
Probably.
Likely, yeah.
Here's the truth. He's not tried to, and he can't. President Trump can't pull Secret Service from like Bill Clinton or Obama. They're ex-presidents. They do get Secret Service detail. Grown children who smoke crack and drywall don't. Is that clear enough? Like I know this feels like remedial, but we have to explain this.
You don't even need the
Hardened felons.
drywall. Yeah, it's just grown children don't.
Yeah. Adults don't get them.
Done.
Here's another one from Reddit. It says, and this is their Trump card. Like, this shows you how out of touch they are. This is in response to this story. Oh, now this will certainly bring down the price of eggs.
Oh,
Alert!
Here's the truth. They're already down 47%. We covered this yesterday. Like, what?
Also, of those 18 Secret Service agents, 12 are also employees of a chicken farm, so they can get out there, get to work.
That makes sense. Well, at least 9 of the 12, 3 allegedly have the bird flu. So, sorry. Meat grinder it is, figuratively. Now, this is something the left, and this is always why I say, remember when Newt Gingrich used to say, I'll campaign on one thing, $2 gas. I remember saying that is a really, really dumb campaign. You shouldn't try and make your central argument one that can be refuted by the actions of tomorrow. So when the left goes, how about the price of eggs? How about the price of eggs? How about the price of eggs? They've just handed you a win. Yeah. But the left is so out of touch and they are so siloed into their own echo chamber, they're still using it as an argument. It would be like somebody coming up to you in 2025 saying like, yeah, what about gay marriage? What are you talking? Shut up. Is this Reddit in real life? Are you functionally Reddit? What about the price of eggs? It's down. It's 47%, like a record decline in prices. Even if you want to make the argument that has nothing to do with Donald Trump's actions or this administration, fine, we can have that discussion. But the left is still saying the price of eggs are just as high. They're down 47%. We covered it yesterday. This has been the latest installment of I'm tired Reddit cards. Hey, if you liked this video, you can comment or hit like. And you know that because you and I were a lot alike. Probably like dogs. I like dogs. If you like cats, I don't want you here. I'm not making videos for cat people. I told you, if you're a cat, I don't want you here. I'm not doing it. Not doing it for cat people. Dog person, click there. Cat person,